Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Altcoin Era and this is your boy Ahmed, and today we're going to look at the crypto market. So let's begin. Have you reached the top of BTC? People are now fearful and they're scared. Some people are thinking, I bought the top and now everything's coming back down. Some people even have PTSD. Some people are still scared and fearful. Are we at the end of the crypto cycle? Have we peaked? Have we passed and superseded the 4-year cycle? Firstly, I'll begin with YouTube reviews. Retail have not come in. Now, if you don't believe me, I'm just going to show you some data, some hardcore facts, some stats to show you that we have not peaked. We're really at the beginning of a bull run. Now, if you look at this graph, we have YouTube subscribers and YouTube views. They haven't gone up, just literally gone sideways. Now, if someone's new or they are a retail investor, what they tend to do is they automatically go on YouTube. They automatically go on YouTube to get some information. They go on Coinbase and they go on Binance. If you look closely, these are some of the biggest channels in the space and their views are not going up. Here is another chart to show you some stats. It's exchanges, and in these exchanges, as you can see, this is dated March the 17th. We're currently at March the 20th. If you look very closely, these exchanges, they have still not peaked. They still haven't peaked. We've gone slightly higher. What I personally am expecting is it to form a new high. Then I might start to get bearish. But for now, I am uber bullish. Retail haven't stepped back into the market, and I think this is promising signs to buy the dip. This is the best time to buy dips. These are value dips that all of us should participate in. Now, if you're new to crypto, VCs are in the space. They're rampant in the space and they haven't entered the scene yet. It takes them a long time to enter crypto. They have paperwork, they have due diligence, they have a lot of red tape, and they have massive size. They've got massive funding size. And they normally come into the market maybe 3 months to 6 months before an official bull market. And this chart shows a slightly higher high. Now, get rid of all the noise and just look and focus at the green line. The green line shows that we're making higher lows. VCs are coming back into the space, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I get it. Some people think VCs are just smart money, but not necessarily. They normally come during a bull market. Some of them prepare long ago, but most of them take their time and they come during a bull market. And their primarily aim is to make as much money as possible and exit. And here we have the MVRV score. And this is a great indicator to finding tops. If you look, ladies and gentlemen, at the red box, let me show you a better example. Okay, now every time this blue line gets to the range of 10K, around that range, between 9K and 10K, we've hit the local top, the absolute top. And right now we have a long way to go. We have from here to here, we've got a massive way to go. Matter of fact, we're coming back and we are retesting the support. This is data for DeFi. And as you can see on this chart, we have Uniswap, the Graft, Maker, Thorchain, Aave, and 15 other tokens. We haven't even got to the all-time high. I'm expecting DeFi to get to 500 billion, maybe 1 trillion. So we are nowhere near the peak. We have Google searches by volume. The black line is Bitcoin. The red line is Ethereum. The green line is Coinbase. Purple line, NFTs. And the yellow line is Uniswap. As you can see here, Bitcoin is the only one that has gone up. And the reason why Bitcoin is going up is mainly like 95% is institutions. Literally. There's no one but in retail buying BTC. Let's be frank and let's be honest. A little side note that I think is a great alpha is NFTs. The risk to reward on NFTs is immense at the moment. No one is searching, or hardly anyone is searching NFTs. And my personal opinion, we have definitely hit the bottom for NFTs. We've definitely hit the bottom. Literally, go on to Solana, go on to ETH, and buy yourselves some NFTs. These NFTs are going to go parabolic towards the middle or the end of the bull market. Right now, it's meme coin mania, it's Solana, it's L1s, L2s. Trust me, NFTs is the place to be. The risk to reward is immense. What's going to happen? If it goes down, what's going to happen? It's already close to zero. We have some news today in regards of BlackRock. BlackRock creates fund with securities. A big player in real-world asset tokenization, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink said in an interview earlier that the company's filings for spot Bitcoin and Ether ETFs were stepping stones towards tokenization. BlackRock giant has created a fund called the Digital Liquidity Fund, according to a document filed with the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission, the SEC. Let me show you right here. This is the document that they have passed on to the SEC. It's called the Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund. The fund is incorporated in the British Virgin Islands, will be launched in partnership with asset tokenization firm BlackRock. Larry Finks has said in an interview with CNBC that BTC and ETH ETFs are just stepping stones towards tokenization. And I really do believe this is where we're going to go in the future. Tokenization of real world assets is a growing sector in the intersection of digital assets and traditional finance that involves placing traditional assets on blockchain rails in the pursuit of faster settlement and increased efficiency. Unfortunately, we have some bad news, and that is the SEC has or allegedly filed a security on Ethereum. Ethereum Foundation faces inquiry from a government. Fortune says the SEC is investigating ETH. After the publications of this article, Fortune reported the SEC seeks to classify ETH as a security. Gary Gensler has another trick up his sleeve. He's gone after the likes of XRP, the whole wider crypto community, and the one player, the one good actor that he is after is Ethereum. Ethereum has hands down been the best actor in the whole crypto space. And yet Gary wants to save us. Gary wants to look after us, allegedly, and gone after Ethereum. The confidential inquiry comes during a time of change for Ethereum's technology and at a possible inflection point for its native asset ETH, which many American investment companies are seeking to offer as an exchange-traded fund. The SEC has slow-walked their efforts despite recently approving a series of BTC ETH. The SEC is evaluating multiple applications for ETH ETF, but analysts following the process are becoming less optimistic that any such applications will be approved by the federal regulator, citing a lack of engagement between applicants and SEC officials. Mark my words, if Gary likes it or not, BlackRock has invested $100 million on their seed ETF for Ethereum. So Gary can push all he wants, but BlackRock really called the shots. I don't believe this is going to happen. I don't think Ethereum is going to be an ETF. I think they're just spreading some doubt and some FUD at the moment. But mark my words, ladies and gentlemen, on May the 31st, we will see Ethereum's first ever ETF. Solana is having some strains in the system, and this is always happening. Solana keeps breaking. They've optimized speed over security, and the engineering at the moment is poor. They can't handle this much volume and this much activity, so it keeps on breaking constantly. So this is the trifecta dilemma within blockchains. So there are three. The trifecta dilemma is three things: security, speed, and decentralization. Bitcoin is not completely decentralized, and a lot of crypto in the space is not decentralized. Mark my words, they are not decentralized. These are proxy, phony marketing words that they use to sell people their investments. And it goes to a lot of these crypto companies. They're more like companies. They have shareholders, believe it or not, they do. They have CEOs, believe it, they do. You can believe it or not, but they all do. They have big shareholders. They have whales that control a lot of the supply, but they just change the naming. Instead of shareholders, they're just whales. Sorry, I went on a tangent. The closest thing to anything decentralized is Bitcoin. Solana, on the other hand, is not decentralized. They have a few validators, maybe 20 validators that control the entire space. And recently, some of their validators have made more money than Bitcoin mining companies. Legitimately, they've made more money than Bitcoin mining companies. So, as the article says, in an exclusive interview with CoinDesk, Solana co-founder weighs in on the meme coin frenzy that has brought attention and activity to the blockchain, along with complaints that transactions aren't really going through. I've tried it multiple times and it's not happening. Transactions are not going through at the moment. Allegedly, the transaction per second is 2,000 to 3,000. But in a real-world battle-tested blockchain, Solana is only doing 250. Narratives of the week. BTC reached 74,000 US dollars, made an all-time new high. But bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if it was adjusted to inflation, we would need to see a 78,000 peak. The polarity changed on it with a current drawdown. Narratives of the week. BTC reached 74,000 US dollars and then polarity changed on it. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, BTC needs to get to 78,000 US dollars adjusted to inflation. It's gone down currently 15%. Number 2, Solana season this week. It's gone up 40% for Sol before a drawdown. Jupiter and Ray 2x'd. So congratulations to everyone that held Jupiter and Ray. Congratulations. Number 3, meme coin mania. Meme coin pre-sale on Solana, ignited by the launch of Book of Memes, which reached 1.5 billion in market cap in literally 2 days. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? I did say we're going to see a meme coin that will get to 1 billion US dollars in less than a day. I think we can do 10 billion in less than a day. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. The next meme coin is going to get to 10 billion in 1 day. Now imagine every 15-minute candle is going up by 50 million, 100 million market cap. It's going to be life-changing money to a few people. Surf is the second largest meme coin, followed by Book of Meme. The dev, we spoke about this earlier, he has burnt the allocations, which created a massive stir and a massive frenzy for Slurf. I still believe Book of Meme and Slurf are definitely a buy. Number 4, we have layer 1s. AVAX has made an incredible push, and there is something very unique. Now, whenever Sol goes for a run, The next trade everyone should take is AVAX. AVAX quickly follows behind. And me personally, I think AVAX is incredible. It's really, really good. Make sure you get some Trader Joe as well. Make sure you watch my airdrop video where you can get Trader Joe. Trader Joe's gone up how much right now? See. Trader Joe currently at 84 cents. Literally in just this month, it's gone 75%. And I did mention Trader Joe a few times on my channel. I think Trader Joe is elite, and it's definitely a competitor to PancakeSwap, to Uniswap. I think they're far better. Remember the airdrop video? I said to you guys, buy some Trader Joe and lock it up and get Merchant Joe. I was a bit technical and it went past everyone's head. I apologize. But this is definitely a buy. And not only are you getting more coins by using the Mentis platform, you're making double your money. So you're holding Trader Joe and then you're going to be airdropped Merchant Joe. It's a win-win from every angle. By the time we get to August, you're going to see your Trader Joe go up in value and you're going to get airdropped Merchant Joe. It's a win-win situation in every direction. Phantom is amongst the best performers in the space. I did tell you about Phantom and I said Phantom is definitely one to buy. So let me go on Trading View and show you this. My internet's slow for some reason. Phantom. I did give you some alpha, some free alpha. And let's see how much has gone up by in the past week. There was a massive upgrade. And look at this. I did mention Phantom, and it's gone up 120%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely a steal, and we still have some more to go. From here to here, we have a whopping 219%. That's a 2x. Not only is it going to do all-time highs, but I think it's definitely going to go much higher. Phantom is definitely a steal at the moment. We're currently at a pivotal point. We need to break resistance right here, and then it's onwards and upwards. It's clear skies ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, we have the Deacon upgrade. It happened last week, but unfortunately ARB and Optimism are underperforming. Solana has taken up all the liquidity in the whole layer 2 space, and as a result, ARB and Optimism are not doing well. Bitcoin price targets currently at $64,680. We've made a massive bounce on my trend line. We've hit this a few times, 1, 2, 3. Now this is the 4th time we've hit this trend line. As you can see here, we're going to go back, maybe form this as resistance and then come back down. My next target is at 57,000, and then ultimately my next target is 55,000. Now, as you can see here, this is the target and this is the range. If we do go to a lower range, this is my target. This is a great time to buy and buy alts as well. Now, as you know, BTC is the daddy, so it drags all the liquidity, and when it pumps, usually, not always, usually alts follow. Technically, I'm looking for something like this, gets to this range, and then we bounce, and then we form this as support, and then we continue. Maybe get a bigger drawdown, make the market reset. There's a lot of euphoria at the moment. The max pain, in my opinion, will be this lower range between 57 and 55,000 US dollars. We've currently dropped from wick to wick 18%. Now in BTC, if you're new to this, it's not unusual for BTC to correct 30%, even 40%. And literally, we have still some way to go. We could hit my trend line, which I've been talking about, and this trend line's been there for a while now. So we could hit that trend line and bounce. Like I said, it is mimicking gold. Now let me show you the gold chart. just to refresh your memory. This is the gold chart. So we had one peak here, we had a bounce, another peak here, and then we had a fake out. And then we had a third peak, we came back down. This drawdown was approximately from peak to peak was 12%. But bear in mind, gold's market cap is massive. So what I'm expecting is a pullback and maybe a slight scare to the market. People genuinely are fearful and they're thinking we've hit the peak, we've hit the top. Retail has not stepped back into the space. This is primarily driven by institutions. Ethereum price targets currently at $3,353.35. Today it's gone up by 6.4%, 6.14%. Now, as you can see, it didn't hold my support, had a massive crash. But to be fair, it is a time when you buy the rumor, sell the news. And because of the bad news recently, literally in the last hour, this news has come in that the SEC is about to sue Ethereum and file it as a security. So I think there's going to be some fear in the market and we might have a substantial pullback. The next possible pullback could be, I hate to say it, 2,500. That might be the next possible drawdown. But time will tell, and we're going to see what happens next, ladies and gentlemen. Solana, price targets, currently at $181.27. We've gone a whopping 11%. Solana just keeps on going. It just reminds me personally, it reminds me of Luna. The way this thing is ripping, the way retail have flocked into this coin, and the way the developers are growing in the space, it just reminds me of Ethereum's ICO phase. And if you want to be anywhere, Solana is the place to be, honestly. Go jump on their dexes, Jupiter, Orca, and go play around with some of their protocols, because this is incredible. Even the bounces are incredible. So this keeps on pushing higher and higher, and they've been overloaded with so many transactions, and there's still so much pent up demand for this chain. Even when the chain breaks, literally no one cares. I remember even in the last cycle when we was going through a bull cycle, no one cared. When the chain stopped working for 4 or 5 hours, it just increased the demand. The demand was insatiable at that time. And even now, the demand is insatiable. It's just going from strength to strength, in my opinion. And I think it's going to outperform Ethereum. I want to show you this chart. So let's compare Solana with Ethereum. And let's see how that will do. So we're going to compare it. And we're going to see the chart right now. So as you can see here, let me show you on the weekly. And let me just zoom out. So as you can see here, every time you see a green candle, that means Solana is outperforming ETH. Every time you see a red candle, that means ETH is outperforming Solana, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, we are right at the edge of an all-time high. Solana is just about to make a new time high on its Sol and Ethereum pair, meaning Solana is outperforming ETH this cycle. And as you can see, the bleeding has stopped. So we made a bottom, we formed a bottom, as you can see here. This was a massive drawdown from here to here. Sorry about that. Let me get rid of this. And yeah, we've made my drawings terrible. But you get my drift anyway. So now we are going back up, and literally we bleeded against Ethereum. We had a small little correction from here to here. Let me show you on. So we had a small little correction from here to here because of the Deacon upgrade, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, we had a Deacon upgrade with Ethereum, and then Ethereum outperformed Solana. Now, in just one weekly candle, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, one weekly candle, we've just got back the gains. So it's gone up a whopping 64% against Ethereum. Now, if you want to bet on the fastest horse, then it has to be Solana. If you're not buying the dips in Solana, I don't know what you're doing. Solana is a massive play at the moment, and I could see it get to, dare I say it, 1 trillion, ladies and gentlemen. And the price of Solana, if it got to 1 trillion, will be a whopping $1,929. Listen, it's dubious speculation. Don't take this to the bank. Don't go to the bank and say, I want 50,000 US dollars a pound sterling because Altcoin Era told me Solana is going to get to 1,900. If we don't hold this support of $175.65, the next drawdown and a good buy will be $148.78. If that doesn't hold, then load up the truck, ladies and gentlemen, and buy it at $126.34. This is what we call in the industry value dips. You buy the dips. ADA price targets currently at 62 cents. It is currently on struggle street. It didn't hold my support at 74 cents. It didn't make a weekly confirmation, and unfortunately we've come all the way back down. We've had a big drawdown at the moment, and we've gone down a whopping 29% from wick to wick, 30%, ladies and gentlemen, from wick to wick. Cardano comes to life later on in the middle of the stage of a bull run. At the moment, it's just consolidating, and we're continuing to consolidate. I think this is a great range to buy. If this doesn't hold, ladies and gentlemen, my next target is at 54 cents. 54 cents has the most confluence. We might wick all the way down, do a surprise fake out of 47 cents. But for the meantime, just keep buying the dips, ladies and gentlemen. That $1 mark is coming. AVAX currently at $55.71. It's gone up a whopping 3.9%. We're consolidating at the moment, and I think we're going to head up higher and further. I don't think we're going to come back down here. We've got a lot of momentum in AVAX, but we'll see. If BTC gets to 55k range, I think we'll go back to $37 and consolidate around there. Ultimately, you know where my target is. It's $100. Dogecoin currently at 14 cents, and it's up a whopping 8.73%. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it didn't hold my bull flag, and it didn't hold my bullish pennant. Those strategies normally happen. They normally work 50% of the time. So it's more of a flip of a dime, to be fair. Now we're heading back down, and the next support is the 10 cent mark. The thing about meme coins is an attention meme coin. It's very reflective, meaning if no one's talking about it, it goes down. If people are talking about it, it goes up. The magic about meme coins is you can get an 100x in literally a couple of days. Whereas if you put your money in L1s, in the metaverse, in other coins, you can get like a 10x in a few months. But with meme coins, they give you 100x. And the law and the attraction with meme coins, ladies and gentlemen, is this. They do not promise anything. Matter of fact, they promise nothing. Absolutely zero. There is no roadmap. There is nothing. You don't have to wait for anything, unlike other protocols. The other protocols, you have to wait for certain things to happen. And that's why you get these incremental gains. But whereas Dogecoin, Pepe, Shiba, Book of Memes, Slurf, Landwolf, all of these protocols and all of these meme coins, they promise absolutely nothing. And it's just driven by hype. It goes up in one direction and it comes down in one direction. Most of the times it goes to zero. Matter of fact, all the time it goes to zero. Look at the likes. SafeMoon. Remember SafeMoon? Remember Barbecue Coin? Remember all of these other meme coins? They've gone to zero and never, ever, ever come back. Except for Dogecoin. For some reason, it's still in the fragment of the internet. People still talk about Dogecoin. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. I could have gone on for hours, but I'm going to keep it more short. And that's it for now. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification buttons. I want to see at least 50 likes. Come on, guys. I know you can do that.